Hello, I am Haley Johnson, and I will be presenting Sooyeon Kim to you. Sooyeon Kim is native to Seoul, South Korea. Growing up, she is lucky enough to be surrounded by many ancient traditions of art, architecture, and culture. She was always intrigued by ceramic artists around her, and because of their influence, she became who she is today. She learned from listening to lessons from her parents, always talking about a big vessel metaphorically. Although a vessel is an object that holds something, they always talked about it meaning ability, open mindedness, capability, a big heart, and generosity. While she was in South Korea, she studied and got her undergraduate degree at Seoul National University of Science and Technology. In 1993, she moved to the United States and immersed herself in the studies of contemporary Western ceramics. She earned her Master's of Arts at Iowa State University, after which she decided to move to Atlanta. And in 1996, she earned the most awards that she's gotten and would be the most successful that she has been. She became active in the regional arts community and began receiving recognition nationally as well as internationally. She has won many things, one of them being the NCECA, the National Council on Education for Ceramic Arts, the SOFA Chicago Sculptural Subject Objects, Functional Art and Design. These are two of the mugs, not mugs, teapots that I will show you, and then I'll explain what they are to her and what making them meant to her. Both of these are very abstracted teapots, and I enjoy looking at them very much. Um, their structure is kind of like a human being structure to me. You can see the hips and the feet and the torso, and it's very interesting to me how she makes these, and they're so different from what you would think a traditional teapot would look like. She describes teapots to be the most complicated vessel to create because of all the parts involved to make them. Teapots need a body, handle, lid, knob, spout, and foot. While she is creating, she says the challenge is to emphasize the aesthetic qualities of a shape, ensuring that they go together to create a beautiful harmony. For her, teapots represent traditions, cultures, and rituals while symbolizing warmth, comfort, friendship, and community. And they can even possibly make a political statement. Um, Teapots helped her with her own self discovery, being able to be one who is a vessel to help serve others, just like her family taught her, and just as she's doing right now by building each teapot up. Her technique. She starts all of her pieces small, using tiny pellets of clay. By adding piece by piece, she slowly makes an object that is more than just a teapot, one that shows emotion through each fingerprint, growing tall throughout time, just like you or me. She quoted James Clear in her artist statement saying, "All big things come from small beginnings," just like her art. She believes it's symbolic of human lives consisting of many thousand of simple days in the planting of seeds. She finishes each piece off with a glaze, and after it has been through the kiln, she has a beautiful piece of artwork or a sculpture or whatever she has made that day. This is some more art of hers. Um, I'd say the bottom two are, or the one to the left and the one to the bottom right, are more abstracted teapots than the ones that she had made. Um, I do, however, like the top right one because of the color and the aesthetic of it, but it's not as interesting to look at as these other two. The one on the bottom right corner is very interesting to look at because there's many holes throughout the whole entire structure, and there's different things that guide your eye around each object. I wish I could be there in person and see it 3D so I can look through each hole and see all the different perspectives of it. And I really, even though it's a white piece and white could be boring to some people, I do find that piece to be very successful and I enjoy it a lot. On the left, it's the same kind of shapes as the other one. However, these have a lot of texture on it and have all these different colors, and it's just beautiful to see. Obviously, both of those come as a pair, and I like to see like the bluish green and the pink on the other side, and how they compare and contrast to each other, and how they have similar things to each other, but they're also separate at the same time. Like the pink one has a green bottom, while the green one has a reddish bottom, and it's very interesting to look at and see where she came from with that and what she thought about with that. From my perspective, she's a fantastic artist. However, when I was researching her, it was so fun to learn about her history and understand what a big vessel is to her and her family and how she incorporates that into her work every single day. Each piece is different, has new colors, different designs, and it draws the viewer in. It drew me in. She creates incredible texture and shapes. I also enjoy how she does not limit herself. She uses clay, porcelain, and she's even made her own paper with rose petals in them to create another vessel, like the ones that we have been looking at. Throughout researching her, my readings taught me she is still attached to her inner child with all that her parents taught her while she was young. She uses that even now. And I think that's fantastic. And you can really see it through her work and how each thing she does is just calculated. Um, Her most recent publications, she has been publishing since 1994, but she had too many publications to be able to put on this one slide. We have one in 2020, Selected Artists of 2020 Calendar I Can, 2019 Ceramics Monthly Magazine, 2018 Selected Cover Artists of 2019, 2018 Chosen US Daily Tribune. There's a lot more where this came from. At the end of all my slides, you will see where I got everything from. And if you click on her website, you'll be able to look at a lot more things that she did as well, which I recommend because she was really interesting to look at. Some more work of hers on the left. I like how she creates this, I don't want to say feather, but like a feather kind of like a bird feel for me. On the left, it looks more like a bird on that side, but on the right side, it looks probably the most like a lizard skin, or but also how the colors contrast each other, and how the one that's closest to me on the right side and the one that's further than me on the left side, they connect, and same goes for the other way around. And I really enjoy this one because it's like for people like coming in together and talking about something. I wish I could be here in person with the 3D object again because it just seems like it's so interesting to look at. I can look in, look from the side view, you can spin them around. They're very interesting to look at. I like them a lot. On the right, we have a tea, not a teapot, a little tea mug. It's very cute, and you can see the pellets that she uses to make it, and I think that is so interesting. And again, like you can see it growing and becoming what it is, um, and it's so delicate, and the colors that she uses, it's so delicate, and it looks like it, I wouldn't want to pick it up myself. I just want to look at it. These are her most recent exhibitions. The 2021 Make, Mark, Repeat, um, 2021 Postcard from Window, Clarkson Studio Gallery, 2020 Strictly Functional Pottery National Competition, 2020 The Core Fine Arts, 2020 23rd San Angelo National Ceramic Competition, 2020 the 25th Arts North International Hopkins Center for the Arts. However, There's been a lot more exhibitions in this, way more than you would think, and she started doing them in 1991, so if you wanna look at that, go right to her website, and you can see a lot more of what she did. These are her most recent awards, um, 2 in 2020, 1 in 2018, um, 3 in 2008, and 1 in 2007, but she has been awarded way more than this, and she's been awarded since 1994. So again, go to her website and you'll see um, all the other works that she's done. Um, it's incredible to look at her work and then look at what she has received in recognition for that, because she clearly has put in a lot of work, and she's a teacher and she's just doing the dang thing. These are more of her sculptural pieces, and I really enjoy these. The one on the left is probably my favorite, I will say. Um, I feel like it tells a story with the shape of it, like building itself up but then falling back down, and it's like your head hit the ground and you can't seem to get yourself back up. um, all the colors that she used and how the red isn't a straight red, it's kind of broken in the texture within the break of it coming back down. It like makes it so it's apart from the two solid red structures, like it's falling down from itself. And I think it's really interesting, and I really like where she takes her art. It's really amazing to look at. And then on the right, we have another sculptural object, and it's really interesting to look at. These two again, I would really like to see like in person. All of her work, I'd love to see in person. Currently, she is a studio artist, a teacher of ceramics, 3D design, and art, society, and culture classes at Clarkson campus in Georgia State University. This is where she is surrounded by a vibrant, diverse community of creators. By taking the lead in her teaching, it has empowered her to create her own art, where she is teaching and would be her teaching would be complemented. She spoke out about teaching students taught her a lot of things, which interests me because I'm an art ed major, and seeing that she can balance being an artist and being an educator at the same time is really interesting to me, because I too would love to keep creating as much art as possible and not be swamped because of my teachings and my classes and all of that. These are my sources where I learned everything from her, about her, and thank you so much for watching this. Hit the like and subscribe button. You know, thank you for coming on this journey with me throughout this. It's been a doozy. Thank you. Bye.